Basically, the concept of developing a Buffalo Film Center is pretty straightforward. We're not discovering fire, we're not inventing the wheel. This has been done in any number of cities, dozens and dozens of cities across the country and around the world. And we want to do it here because we've seen the success that other places have had in not just drawing national big time film productions to the city, which of course does happen, but more importantly, drawing all kinds of other productions. It might be documentaries, it may be reality TV shows, it may be TV commercials. And the reason that they would come here to Buffalo is pretty much the same reason they go to other places. They're looking for new geography, they're looking for architecture, they're looking for interesting stories, they're looking for content. We're talking about a voracious machine that needs content, cable channels that run 24/7, all kinds of new distribution outlets that are opening up either online or Redbox and pay-per-view and Netflix and 100 others, and they need content and they're looking for content, and we think we've got a lot of positives here in Buffalo that they would be attracted to. But in order to get them to come here, to get production companies to come here and stay here for any significant length of time, we have to have the facilities, we have to have the trained personnel, we've got to have the environment, the culture, so that when they get here they can really get the job done. Everybody talks about how it's cost effective to come to another place that's cheaper than New York City or cheaper than Hollywood, but it isn't really unless those facilities and things are here. Otherwise, the production company would have to bring them with them, and that negates the savings that they would have had coming from another area. So I think that what we're really trying to say to people is, can this happen here? Absolutely can happen here. Has happened elsewhere. Has been successful. Let's repeat that success. Let's really utilize all these assets that we have, and let's develop this into an industry that's going to produce new jobs, bring in new money, and retain a lot of this energy that we get. We have all these students that come in to UB, Buff State, Canisius, Damon, Duville, Medaille, then they leave because they can't find the jobs here that they've been trained for. Well, here's an industry extremely youth-oriented, and that we can retain these people and have them start their own businesses or get involved with existing businesses, and then start growing this particular segment of the industry. And so we think it's a extremely positive thing for Buffalo, for Western New York, for students, for politicians, for economic development people, for tourist agencies, whatever it might be. We think this is a win for everybody. There are two aspects of this particular project. One is a commercial project. That is, we're going to redevelop spaces and rent them out and make money and to pay for them that. The other part is more of a community development aspect of this, if you will, a not-for-profit or educational aspect to it. We're looking to develop both ends of that spectrum. We want this to be something for everybody. This is not just to bring in Hollywood, although that's nice, that brings in money from out of town, but we also want to develop things on any number of levels for very small productions, micro productions, for students, for documentary filmmakers, and all that's going to take if you will, and make this film center the epicenter, if you will, of the efforts to develop those kinds of materials at all levels. And we want everyone to be involved. This isn't replacing anything that's currently existing. This is not in lieu of something else. We see this as being a way to combine all the efforts that are going on in Buffalo and Western New York into one effort, into a culture, into an industry. And so we're thinking that this facility that we're talking about, the Pierce Arrow building, administration building up in Elmwood, that's a center. That's the center of something, but we don't consider that to be the end of it. From that point out to the rest of the city, to the rest of Western New York, we see as being, if you wanted the hub of a wheel, the sort of connecting center to all the other activities, whether that's colleges and universities, it might be arts groups, it may be community development groups, it may be tourism groups, but we can see all of them being related and have a place where they can actually come and then get together and see how they can help each other develop whatever projects they might have in mind. There's going to be a large exhibition space, film stage. There's going to be post-production facilities. There are going to be offices that can be rented. There's all kinds of things that we see not only as an incubator for new companies, as a place for other companies maybe to congregate, and certainly when somebody's interested in media or film or television or anything related to that, where can I go and meet people, find out information, where can I get help, where can I rent equipment or space? I mean, this is what we need to get this thing off the ground in Buffalo and Western New York.